All right. If you are trading supply and demand, supply and demand yakho, it is always located in the beginning of a new trend. Whenever the market yakho isuka ku-support or ku-resistance, in most cases, kuba major support and resistance where you're gonna get the supply and demand. Mostly mhlawumbe singasho from daily time frame to 4 hour. Loko kuba ku-1 hour, it's not that strong. Lows ukuthola ku-1 hour, it is not that strong. Angibeke kanjani, where the market's gonna turn drastically, that's where you're gonna find the supply and demand. Ngokutshengisa ukuthi ngikhuluma ngani echartini. Right now, unani ngaphezulu, you have your resistance here, and then below you have your support angithi. So i-market yakho uma iya phansi, so izofika yenzeni la inyuke iye phezulu. Those who are going to jump in here bazothola bathatha ama-losses because of izobuyela phansi. They will think, oh no, i-market manje ikuphi? Downtrend. They'll start selling and then the market will continue with the uptrend. Already la bas-create-ele ini i-supply and demand. This is how we identify supply and demand. Uma sekwenzeke kanje, ne? Let's say mhlambe uyifica le changes on daily time frame. If you go to smaller time frame, uzothola ini structure ese-market esinani, esine-high here, ne-low here. Angithi? And then manje sesinani sesine-higher high. People, what they do, they will jump in here kulaba abanganalo ulwazi kakhulu ukuthi kwenzakani. They will jump in here expecting ukuthi i-market ibe uptrend. I-market yenzani? I-spike down. Iza laphayana ku-supply and demand, ikhikha everyone ojumpe in, and then it continues with the actual trend of the market. So whenever u-approach i-market yakho, always pay attention to i-supply and demand, even if ungayi-trade. Yibuke uyi-observe wazi ukuthi okay, uma izovela kanje uzoba nama-difficulties kuphi kanjani for you to be safe. So kuma-session afana lawo, buka i-market la ijike khona kakhulu ukuthi kunani on your left hand side, because on your left hand side that's where uzothola abakubekele yona ini i-supply and demand. Remember, i-supply and demand is located in the beginning of a new trend. Ngike ngaba nama-scenario akanje, i-supply and demand from phezulu angithi, and then i-market yakho yehlile, yet mayifika laphayana ya-reversa futhi. Yes, la ishiye ini, ishiye i-supply and demand. Ngapha ishiye ini i-continuation pattern. Remember, the continuation pattern is located in the middle, not in the middle good vele uzoyithola here, but located far from where? From the beginning of the new trend. This is the beginning of the new trend. As this is the beginning of the new trend, expect ukuthi yenzeni inyuke iye ngaphezulu. And uma inyuke iya ngaphezulu, you must know ukuthi izowenzani, izo-reversa ibuyele down ku-trend yayo, but so the best thing that you can do is to pay attention to left-hand side yakho in everything you do for you to be safe. Uma wenze njalo uba asithi 95% safe than the person ongeke abuke ukuthi kunani in the beginning of a new trend. Angazi noma mhlampe ngiyanishiya when it comes to supply and demand. Ngisekhona. Ngikhona noma ngikhuluma ngedwa.
No, we are still here. We are still here, Pilar.
Okay, let me continue then. Now, uma sizothi sibuka i-scenario efana nale, sometimes it will happen ukuthi baqhubeke with the trend. Uma bezoqhubeka with the trend, they will push the market down roughly, let me erase this one, roughly to this level. And then from here, they will reverse and go up. What is it we have up here? Sinani sine supply and demand. Ngifuna ukuthi the scenario le uyi-check-e ku-gold. It happens angithi 85% uzoyithola. Go to i-Nasdaq uzoyithola le shine esenikhuluma ngayo. Sometimes uma usebenzisa i-gold, uyithola kakhulu between 6-hour time frame and 8-hour time frame. But that doesn't mean ukuthi kuma-time frames angaphansi awuyithole, yabona? So now what we're going to do, sizohamba soyibuka ku-chart, but always remember, uma uzoyibona bayishiye kanje, guys, umsebenzi wakho ukuthi ulinde imarket yehle, ibuye izoyitesta. But uma bayitesta khona la, just take your trade and continue with the trade. And guys, in most cases, uma uzobona i-supply and demand, know ukuthi imarket yakho izohamba i-distance. Angazi noma niyayizwa lento engisho. Ake siyibuka ku-chart so that you guys can have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Sebenzise u-4 hour. I think ukuthi le shandi sinayo so sibone ukuthi siyayithola la khona maduze. Ikhona if we push to our left hand side. Uyabona njengala la sinani sine supply and demand. I-supply and demand le ela uma ungayichecka ku 6 hour time frame ila uzoyibona khona ukuthi ime kanjani. So now angi-highlight kanje because lana asinayo 6 hour. Naila. Yayibona? This candlestick is very big compared to the green one. And then they push the market down up until here. But from here, by reverse, by a piece, none on your left hand side on the supply and demand. Remember, ukuthi ngitheni uma sine supply and demand. I-market yakho izomova i-distance. Angeke kwenzeke ukuthi bakushiyele i-supply and demand la, and then i-market imove ifike la and then i-reverse. Most of the time, uma bazokushiyela i-supply and demand, i-market yakho izomova i-distance. Izomova i-distance. So these are the things that you need to observe. Asibuye futhi again on our left-hand side. La, they left another supply and demand. This one is more visible uma usebenzisa i-line chart. This candlestick elbow number 2. Livula somewhere here. La to milvula la buyeleza ku supply and demand. And then uma ubuka kahle lana sayenza le before i-market ithinyukile azojika rafi lapha yana phezulu yabuya kuphi yabuya yazotesta i-broken trend line. Yebo uthi ime kanjani manje. Remember ngithe kuwe i-supply and demand yakho will always be in the beginning of a new trend. It doesn't matter ukuthi yini oyi-trader. It doesn't matter ukuthi yini oyi-trader, but you must know that in the beginning of a new trend or ungayisebenzisa kanjani i-supply and demand, i-supply and demand yakho. Ungayisebenzisa in a way yokwazi ukuthi this trade that I'm going to take ngizoholda isikhathi eside. Ungayisebenzisa to that advantage, knowing very okay fine uma ivela la ngiyazi ukuthi sizopush i-distance. Angiphinde futhi sengizo-add okunye nje, but low it's also useful. Someone might also look at this continuation pattern and be concerned ukuthi kungani bangayi-respectanga at all on the right hand side. Uma sine continuation pattern that is against the direction of the market, abayi-respect singayikhohlwa leyo part le. Now asibuyele emuva futhi siyobuka ukuthi sithola ini. Sibone ukuthi in the beginning of a new trend sithola ini. Here you go to 6 hour or 8 hour time frame. La lento engikhuluma ngayo. Faka i-line chart yakho like this. But ayiphumi kahle nge-line chart uyayibona nje ukuthi nayo market i-create ini i-supply and demand. Asibuyele kuma-candlestick. Ama-candlestick wakho out2. Look at this. Babuyile bazotesta, they continue with the trend. Look at the distance abayihambile. Bapushe bazofika roughly here. You go to smaller time frame uzothola i-continuation pattern that is pushing the market down. Isiyabuya seyibuya kuphi ku-support laphayana ezansi, angithi. So wena umsebenzi wakho checka ku-beginning of a new trend yakho ukuthi yini oyitholayo and whatever you get ungayisebenzisa kanjani. Or angithi le mhlambe uma ungayiboni kahle, let's use this 4 hour time frame on our left hand side. I-market kade i-uptrend for a while, angithi laphayana. As the market uptrend for a while, pay attention to your left hand side. What is it you have? A continuation pattern. And uma seen a continuation pattern, the market was an uptrend here. Fully uptrend, you can even see the structure. It shows that we have the uptrend. And then this is the beginning of a new trend. I will be saying we move a little bit. In the beginning of a new trend, that's where you're gonna get the supply and demand. And it's supply and demand to buy share la payana. Look at what happened. Ababuya ngabazo test la payana. They push the market down, bazo figure roughly la payana. Benyoga futhi kunani la payana because ukuthi market ijike la payana. Go back to your left hand side. Uzothola in supply and demand. And then this at distance. Yabona, check-a ke ukuthi yini onazo ezingakhoza ukuthi market yakho inga-respect laphayana, ingehli as you were expecting. On a trend line from left hand side, 1, 2, 3. You go roughly to 1 hour time frame, you get another trend line that is going up at laphayana phezulu kusel. These are the things that you check on it. So always make sure that you check ukuthi left hand side wakho uphethe in that you can use to your advantage. And ungathi mawuthatha i-trade yakho ubuke specifically lokho wena ufuna ukubona, but make sure ukuthi ucheck i-chart lakho lonke liphelele ukuthi yini onayo and whatever you have ungayisebenzisa kanjani for your safety. Angazi noma it makes sense. Let's push again. But if you do have a question, feel free to ask. Si-check-e ukuthi mhlambe i-question yakho singayibhalansa kanjani. Here's another example while sisalinde on a question. Buka la. I-trend yakho ithi we are pushing up. Angithi? And then look at what happened here. I-market imove sideways. We are on 4-hour time frame for days. Icale nginoba i-downtrend here. Ngeyi-7 ka-May until ngeyi-9. Look, i-market imove downside. So, and then here kwashintsha i-trend, beginning of a new trend. Kwashintsha i-trend ithi now we are pushing the market up. I-supply and demand in most cases, they use it too much to manipulate those who don't have experience ku-market. Uma ungenalo ulwazi lokuthi kwenzakalani, ila uzithola uba nama-difficulties khona. Remember, I always say pay attention to what happened before uthatha i-trade yakho. Now, buka la. Uyalibona le candlestick elika 4-hour is very strong and healthy, angithi it shows ukuthi everyone is buying. LS2 livulela nyuka. And then what happened? Libuye phansi futhi. Kunani phansi? Supply and demand. Right? And then they continue with the trend. But uma sizosebenzisa i-line chart, bona ukuthi uma sisebenzisa i-chart kuvela i-line chart asinayo i-entry laphayana. Right? Ngikushiso yini lokho? Remember ukuthi ngithe kuwe whenever uzobona i-supply and demand, you must know anytime they can come back and test this level. So the best thing you can do for yourself ukuthi ukwazi ukuyilinda izofika laphayana for safety when it comes to ama-entries. Remember, we're talking about the beginning of a new trend laphayana. Uma beginning of a new trend, so many people will do what? Will jump in. And if people are going to jump in, bayazi ukuthi bazoba ku-trend. So uma uzoba ku-trend laphayana, looking at this scenario, let me erase. Looking at this scenario laphayana, uyalibuka le candlestick elika 4-hourly strong livale la, yabona lesi-2 liyanyuka, you jump in. And ngifuna ukuthi uyi-understand into engizokuvezela yona la ukuthi yini into ethathisa abantu ama-losses in most cases. Buka la. On your left-hand side, une-resistant. Nganikhomba ama-signs we-resistance that shows ukuthi they're going to break on the right-hand side. Whether it's support or resistance, you see the same thing. We come back again. What else do we have here? Irresistant. Okay, and then laphayana siyazi ukuthi bazoyi-break. Now let's go back to ama-candlesticks. We have people abazolinda i-candlestick elika 4-hour libuye lizovala to show ukuthi kwenzakalani spray killer. So elika 4-hour livale accurately here ku-line chart yethu. I'm sorry, kule horizontal line yethu esiya-identify as irresistant. The second candlestick lanyuka laya phezulu lithe malibuya, so many people thought ukuthi no, it's time for us to step in and buy. Uma ba-step in babhaya, ama-stop losses wabo roughly they're gonna be below kunani, kune-supply and demand. The supply and demand ithini, we are pushing the market up. Pose the same as the continuation pattern. You go down to smaller time frame, uyothola in laphayana, uyothola i-trend line eme ngale ndlela. They came back to test the trend line. So whatever you do, buyela emove yo-check-a ukuthi kwenzakaleni in the beginning of a new trend. Once ubona kwenzakaleni on the beginning of the new trend, so uyazi ukuthi ku-right-hand side yakho ufuna ini manje. Uyazi okay, siyanyuka manje sikhuphukana siyaphezulu, but angicheck-e la ukuthi sinani. Right now, uma uzothatha lo umbeke la. Yabona? La sinani, sine-resistant. I-resistant yethu isuka kuphi from the left-hand side, angithi? And then iphenduke in laphayana, iphenduke i-support. This one is visible as you are going down the time frame. They continue with the trend. When entry yakho ithese laphayana, angithi qhubeka ne-market. Remember ngitheni kuwe ngithe i-supply and demand in most cases iyakutshengisa ukuthi i-market yakho izomova for isikhathi eside. We'll go to i-Nasdaq siyobuka the structure engikhuluma ngaso uzokhona ukubona this information uzoyithola almost everywhere. But mina personally, I prefer to use etholakala from 4-hour ukuya phezulu. Uzoyithola from 4-hour phezulu ivamisile ukuyila ama-results. Alright, let's go back ku-daily time frame. Kukhona ekhona eka-daily time frame kodwa akuyona yamanje eyakudala nyana. But into engifuna ukuthi ni-understand, i-beginning of a new trend bafethu is very much important. Naila, we are on daily time frame right now. This is daily time frame. They were moving sideways for a long time. Laphayana baqala bashintsha direction. Uma beshintsha direction in the beginning of a new trend, look at this candlestick. It's very huge. The candlestick eliyi-1 likhave ama-candlestick how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because this one is smaller than this. It showed ukuthi we have ama-buys here. Everyone is buying here. I-candlestick lesithulu lavula lanyuka laya ngaphezulu. Lakhipha isitrend sokuthi it's time to step in and buy. The market is going hard up. And then later on they rejected. Balanda in phansi kushiye in kunani supply and demand in the beginning of the trend. Remember ngithi lama-pattern esiwasebenzisayo allow us to take i-loss, but i-loss yakhona it becomes small compared to i-profit. Always pay attention to left hand side wakho. Whatever issue ku-left hand side wakho iyona ezokutshengisa ukuthi what's gonna happen to the right hand side, Angithi uyayibona soyibona i-supply and demand ku-daily time frame. Uyazi ukuthi if uzohla nge-time frame roughly, if yofika boma 1 hour time frame laphayana uyothola unani une-trend line that was broken, babuya bazoyithesta as what? As i-buy. The trend line was supposed to push the market up by breaking trend line yakho, they came back to test it, they continue with the trend. Usunama confirmations awungakhi that confirms ukuthi laphayana i-buy zone yakho. You can go hard as much as you want laphayana because you know ukuthi ama-traders are trader i-trend line, they will step in and buy laphayana. Ama-traders are trade supply and demand, they will step in and do what? And buy again. Yabona ukuthi ama-results eme kanjani manje. And again, if you move to your left-hand side, let's check with how far can we go. I think roughly here. Uma uzothatha i-trend line yakho isusela uyise phezulu, you'll get all your answers. Angithi that is why I always say whatever you do, pay attention to left-hand side wakho uzohlala kahle on this one. Left-hand side wakho uwona okuphathela almost everything. Now you see, oh, okay, first time touch laphayana, second time touch laphayana. So expected ukuthi market yami iqhubeka ne-trend. So as i-market iqhubeka ne-trend, ngithola laphayana, ngithola i-third touch a-trend line. Uma ngine-third touch a-trend line laphayana, ngifuna ukupush i-market down, ngi-exitha kuphi laphayana. Market inyukile, as ibuya you check ukuthi on your left-hand side demand, uyayibona supply and demand. You also see that you had a trend line that was broken, therefore there are higher the chance that the market will reach this level and then could with the trend. This is where everyone step in and continue within the direction of the market. Angazi noma sihamba sonke guys, ningavumi ukusala. Personally guys, I prefer to trade on or 4 hour ukuya phezulu when it comes to the supply and demand. Uma uzoya ku smaller time frame, let's just erase and look at 15 minutes kanje, ne? 15 minutes akamind uvezela i-supply and demand. Use your line chart uzoyibona ukuthi visible kamnandi kanjani. Small visible, but uyabona ukuthi again on the right hand side. So uma uzoyithola ku higher time frame, ama-chances sokuthi iyenze kanje are very small. Iyenza kanje even on higher time frame, but ama-chances sokuthi kube i-scenario ekanje are very small. And uma kuwukuthi iyenze kanje, it means i-market iku-strong uptrend. But if this is where the market is supposed to reverse on a higher time frame, is a reverse just like that. Just push back and see what singakwazi uyithola enye supply and demand ukwazi uyibona into engikhuluma ngayo. Naye supply and demand yethu laphayana. Ake ngicheck ngo-30 minutes thenge ingadi nge-11 ka-October. Check ku-30 minutes ukuthi uthini. Sikuphi 11. As ngithatha ngathi higher time frame. 11 is gonna somewhere here. But this one it poses as a continuation pattern 11. One, this one is posing as a continuation pattern, like that. It's fine. So uma sibuyela emuva la kade ngiyibone khona enama candlestick out 2, of which was this one. Yeah. 11 XC. Uyabona ukuthi kwenzakale even though babuyile bazoyitest. Baqhubeke nani ne-trend. Bekile accurate. Assume the more accurate. Even ngama-candlestick awungakhi out 2. They push the market up, babuya down. Okay, babuya down, they continue with the trend. But this one, I value if you go to 30 minutes. Instead, if you go to 30 minutes, could value this continuation pattern. Let's verify again for 30 minutes. Bono stola in. Let's verify it. Bono stola in 11. We want the continuation, the supply and demand ela. ayi-appear but ku-appear is continuation pattern. That is why ngijikela ngangayiboni lento engiyifunayo laphayana. Angithi whatever we do, we must also understand ukuthi lento icauswa yini and yenzeka because of what. So now we see ukuthi on 15 minutes sinani laphayana sine-continuation, I'm sorry, sine-supply and demand, and then kwaba ne-continuation pattern. Uyawubona umehluko ukuthi kuba yinto kanjani in the beginning of a new trend. La market ishintsha direction khona. That's why uzothola ini i-supply and demand yakho, and then i-market izochubeka with the trend. Let's check ku-Nasdaq sibone ukuthi sizothola ini. Let's check ku-Nasdaq and see what is it we're going to get. Now, I'll go back to roughly daily time frame. So ibuka ngo-daily time frame. Ubuke ukuthi on daily time frame, sengithi ku-daily time frame futhi u-4-hour time frame. Uma siku-line chart la already sinayo. Uma siku-line chart yayibona ime kanjani so-1 yaya phezulu yehla yayibona ijike kuphi yabuyela phezulu yazoyitest and then yaqhubeka ne-trend. Sharp. Let's go back sizobuka ukuthi i-example yayo enye injani ngapha emuva. Let's go back. Always remember this one is located in the beginning of a new trend. Now, this one uyayibona ukuthi yenzeke kanjani. Remember what I said. This one, it's rare to happen. And if it happens, remember, it means i-market yethu injani, it's a strong buy. So if break this supply and demand, break even this resistance. Ngaphezulu uyazoyitesta as what is the support here, move sideways. And then yaqhubeka with the trend. Can you see that? So whatever you do, you must check ukuthi on your left hand side yini onayo and ime kanjani, ne? Sharp. Let's go back again and see which in the beginning of a new trend, what is it we gain? Let's see what is it we gain. Uma ubuka la. This is the very same thing kade ngikhuluma ngayo earlier. Market yethu kade yehla. Ithe mayishintsha i-direction yashiya this red candlestick. Yaba i-uptrend yazofika laphayana. Kunani laphayana. There's a support that was broken, became a resistance. The market came back down again. And then we had a new uptrend futhi again. As i-market inyuka yenzani? Yehla yeza phansi. Phansi kunani on 4-hour time frame, supply and demand. And then they continue with the trend. So whatever you're going to be doing, pay attention to your left-hand side. Ukwazi ukubona yonke into opresentele yona. I repeat this one again. It's not always where you're going to find the supply and demand, guys. And it's not always where they're going to come back and test the supply and demand this way. Sometimes by tester just nine up example. So here, sinani, supply and demand, the opposing candlestick, and then they push the market to this level. Babuya bazovala i-candlestick laphayana. Think of the people about decided who sell laphayana. This is 4-hour time frame. I-candlestick lazovala la. Uma livala laphayana la nyuka lazotesta in supply and demand in the beginning of a new trend. They continue with the trend. The market is chikiswa yini ke la. Your job is to check ukuthi yini onayo ku-market. I'm not sure what lane is ime kanjani. Your job is to check ukuthi yini onayo. Besides, la sinento eziningi that can show ukuthi market yethu ichikiswe yini. So umsebenzi wakho is to understand that okay fine, uma ngizothatha i-entry yami laphayana yiziphi izinto engingakhoza ukuthi i-market ingahambi ngendlela yami. That's it. Sizoyikhava nayo le. So always pay attention, guys. La market ishintsha i-direction khona, or what I can say, funa i-support and resistance yakho. Once uthola i-support and resistance yakho bese uyayilinda, uyabuka ukuthi okay fine, nansi mhlambe i-support yami laphayana or i-resistance yami. Ngifuna ukuchecka lapha ukuthi bashiye ini, mhlambe move from daily up until uyofika ku-4 hour. Uchecke ukuthi yini oshiyelwe yona laphayana. If there's something kade ebayishiyile laphayana, ilinde babuye bezoyitesta, umuve nayo leyo shandisile. Enjoy. Njengala uma uchecka, if you use a line chart, you will see almost everything. Actually, this one is clear. Now, this is the market was going down for a long time. Nyunga, as it was going up, this portion or this part, it represents a supply and demand, this one. And then unana payana continuation pattern. This is a puzzle. Isukela payana yaya phezulu. Loba mshiye nini as they were pushing down. That's your left hand side. Left hand side wakho ukutshela ini ukuthi we're going to push the market down laphayana. And then as left hand side wakho ethi sizopusha i-market down, checka i-current price ukuthi ithini yona. Mawuchecka i-current price, ithi i-current price thina sizoyehla vele. Uma sehla sochika kuphi specific, on our left hand side. Left hand side wethu uthunani une-supply and demand. I-supply and demand ithi yona iya phezulu. Now uma uhlanganisa lezi zinto uyabona ukuthi at the end of the day zikunikeza ini. Angazi guys, angakhulumi kakhulu uma kuwukuthi kukhona othi cha uyalahleka, let me know ukuthi ulahleka kuphi naye. Yabona? They continue with the trend. Your job is to pay attention to left hand side wakho nje kuphela. Asibuke futhi laphayana again. This is the beginning of a new trend. Here. Market kade inyuka yaphelelwa amandla washiya le candlestick le. Yabona? And then there's a new candlestick elibuye lafika la. Laphala la. Wavula elisha. Leli livula laphayana langena ngaphakathi kwani the supply and demand. And then they continue with the downtrend. We are still on 4-hour time frame. This is Nasdaq. Why this is Nasdaq? I know for a fact that abanye they know ukuthi lama pattern lawa ayilimali engakanani if you are trading them. Sharp. Sisuka kuphi? Ngazi noma sengibuyele emuva kakhulu na. I feel like ngathi sisemuva phela. Ngile la. Location here. Now you see ukuthi ekusukeni kwayo laphayana uyazi ukuthi you-exit kuphi. Ama-trader ama-continuation pattern, they become excited laphayana. Yabona? Asithi wena ku-market we are trading i-supply and demand only. Nayi le nto la. Let's use your line chart again. Buka la. Uma ubuka la, who can tell me if this was tested or not? If you think this was tested, let me know. If you think ukuthi i-supply and demand yethu bayithestile, let me know. Ungitshengise ukuthi bayitheste kuphi. Or ngibuyele kuma-candlestick so that you can see clear.
Yebo.
Okay, let's go back to our candlestick. Nanka ama-candlestick. Is it tested or not?
Okay, which one?
This one. This red candlestick, was it tested or not?
It was tested by this one. Let me show you. By this candlestick. Oh, sorry, this candlestick.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I-candlestick lelayana number 3 ilona elibuye lazotesta la. Uyazi ukuthi lena guys imnandi mayifika. Lokuthi wazi ukuthi entry kokose uyithathe la. Only. Imagine jumping here expecting ukuthi market ichubeka ne-trend and then this candlestick happened. Lento le oyibona la it happened ku-gold. So ngifuna ukuvezela ini ukuthi know ukuthi ungena kuphi wena. Know ukuthi ungena kuphi if you are trading in i-supply and demand. Now asibuyele laphayana senze kanje. La i-market inyukile yabuya yazotesta with this candlestick. La i-market kade seyiza kuphi ku-support, kune-support la. Kanjani? Use i-line chart. Remember, i-supply and demand, we use it as a once-off. La, eke kanje, unani, une-support. Faka i-line chart, you see. Na i-support yakho, abayitestanga la due to the rejection. Support yakho isibuyile kwesibili. Wena u-observile, so uyazi, okay, fine. I-market jump from higher time frame, that means we continue with the trend. As we continue with the trend, your job is to do what now? Is to go to smaller time frames, such as a 4-hour, to see ukuthi yini online that shows ukuthi we will continue with the direction of the market. Uba safe. Asibuyele emuva sibuthi singakwazi ukuba nayo enye example very quick. Yabona njengala. La. It's beginning of a new trend. Faka i-line chart yakho uzoyibona. Even though ingekho straight, yabona. This is the beginning of a new trend by Shia laphayana. In most cases, when they leave the supply and demand, you must know they will move a long time or a long distance. Angeke basukela baphume same time. But uma uzosebenzisa ama-time frames angaphansi mhlambe ko 1 hour uyaphansi ungakhona ukuthola ama-moves nyana nje amancanyane. But if you're on a higher time frame, the higher the chance ukuthi uzothola ama-moves are strong. The continuation pattern seniyazi this in the middle of a new trend. Njengale, this one uyabona ukuthi ba-reactile but they continue with the trend. Now, let me also share one thing. Uma ufuna ukuthi ama-patterns wakho asebenze successful, use this thing yokuthi ufunde uku-analyze the right way. Uma u-analyze ngendlela right, believe me, ama-chances akho ukuthi uthole ama-trades are right are very high. But uma unga-analyzanga zona, uzokwenza amaphutha waya. Uzofuna ukubhaya when the market is going down, uzofuna ukusela when the market is going up, because i-analysis yakho ayibanga straight. Akwenzele example. Uyazazi utrader ini i-supply and demand. Nayo. Perfect example. Uyazazi utrader i-supply and demand. Why do you step in here and sell? What are you selling here? Because wena kose ngikuthole la. Kose ngikuthole la ku-entry. Ufunani la? What are you doing here? This candlestick is very strong. If I can sell here, I'll make money. It's a loss that you're going to take. Uma uzothatha i-entry yakho la ubeka i-stop loss sakho ngaphezulu, less risk compared to the person who's going to step in here. Uma umuntu ezojumpa la i-stop loss sakhe singaphezulu, should it happen with the market iye phezulu, what's going to happen to that person? Asibiyele la beginning of a new trend. Hey, this is where I must find you kule candlestick okuyile. I-market ivale kuphi, i-candlestick leli livale kuphi laphayana, lavula kuphi la lanyuka la yaphezulu layotest supply and demand, they continue with the trend. There's a trend line that is pushing the market up again. Yayibona ukuthi ime kanjani yonke le setup. Your job is to know where to get in, is to take trades that are corresponding with the direction of the market for you to be safe. But uma uzothatha trades that are opposing the direction of the market, uzoba nama-difficulties. There's no way uzothola trades are right uma uba against the direction of the market. Let us fix that profit. Unfortunately, we have less than a minute, guys.